We're able to catch up with many new stars who've had roles recently in running movies. That includes Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a movie based off a video game. At least I'm told that. One of the actors joins us now. Say hello to Grant Feely from Vestavia Hills. Grant, how's it going, man?
I'm good. How are you? It's
good to see you. The last time you were on here, we were talking about your starring role as a young Luke Skywalker, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. But for those who have not seen Five Nights at Freddy's yet, what is this movie about and what's your role?
It's about this guy named Mike who has his sister who he's fighting to keep custody from his aunt who's trying to get custody. And to be able to do that, he has to get a job. And one of the only options is a night shift job at a place called Five Nights at Freddy's. It's a pizzeria with animatronics, and back in the 80s, kids went missing, and he goes there and things start getting a little bit weird at night, and he starts going to sleep during the night shift, and he sees my character, which is one of the ghost kids that got killed, and he's kind of hallucinating or like dreaming about them, and they're trying to get his younger sister Abby to be one of them.
When we were talking earlier, you want to play a lot of different roles. I know that's part of your what you want for your future. But playing this particular role, what was the coolest part?
I really like being a creepy character. I think it's just really fun to be able to act scary and like mischievous.
Right, right. And the whole acting profession, I think you understand you first got interested in this when you were 7. You're playing soccer and said, I don't want to play soccer more. How about being an actor? And it's turned out well for you.
Yeah.
But when you're on set, what is that like?
It's really fun. You get treated like royalty on set, especially as a kid, because they like having kids on set. It's pretty boring when it's all adults. But my favorite part is definitely Crafty, which Crafty is a food service, so you get snacks and lunch and stuff like that.
Hey, you can't beat that. It beats the cafeteria, I'm sure, at school.
Yes.
All right, you also had a part in Gunner, which a lot of people may be familiar with. It was filmed locally, not released yet. A couple of big stars in that, Morgan Freeman, Luke Hemsworth. How much did you get to interact with those big stars?
Morgan Freeman, unfortunately, I didn't get to meet because as soon as he ended, I started, which he was only there for about 3 days because those big stars, they like to get them in and out.
Yeah, they do their parts and they do their lines, that's it, right?
Yeah, I play Luke Hemsworth's son in the movie. It's an action film, and it was a lot of fun to be able to work with him. He's a professional, and he's a lot of fun to work with.
And when you watch somebody like that who is a professional, what do you learn from them? What do you glean from them?
Just their ability to slip into character and in and out, and like it's just so flawless, their acting, and they've clearly done it tons of times.
Well, don't sell yourself short. You do pretty well for yourself there. You attend school just like any other student in Vestavia Hills, but what's it like for you and your fellow classmates? Like, do they treat you any differently?
I don't think so, but lately they've been playing Five Nights at Freddy's whenever we are taking a break from school, like we're done with schoolwork. They like to play Five Nights at Freddy's and they tap me on the shoulder every time they make it to night 5 or one of the animatronics catches them, like any of the sorts.
And now, what about at home now? You got 2 older brothers, so are you treated any differently at home? Like, do they still pick on you? Do you still have to do chores?
They do not want me to get above the clouds at all. They like to keep me on the ground. They're actually twins. So,
right.
Yeah,
so they keep you grounded, and your parents, they're both physicians, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, and so what do they do to keep you grounded? They still make you do chores?
Yes. Yeah, we have 3 dogs. I let them out, I feed them, wash dishes when I needed, Yeah.
There's probably a lot of parents out there, grandparents who have young kids, and maybe there's some young kids watching right now who would say, I may want to do this someday. What advice would you give them? Because it's a very difficult industry.
Yeah, I would just say to trust yourself and your acting ability, because sometimes you can get nervous or you can be scared of working on set, but it's really a lot of fun. You get treated well, and you should just trust your acting and your ability.
Well, I tell you what, Grant, we wish you the best, and we hope this movie hits it big. We know you're going to be a big star one day, and when you do, will you please come back?
Of course.
And if you ever have a part for an old, short-looking, Asian, Italian-looking dude, I'm available. Just letting you know that's going to happen. Grant Feely, everybody. He's going to be a big star. Check him out in Five Nights at Freddy's. JJ?